Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow. Will kick it off to get things started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So Alabama's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. As important and as intense as this rivalry is, guys, it's usually one of the cleanest games of the season.
The thing about this game every single year is for so many years, it has national championship implications. Two great teams going at it in the same state. One thinks they're so superior. One gets looked at like down through the bottom of their nose. Like, this is a rivalry that means...
Oh, look out! And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And on second down for this offense. Now on the option. Now the pitch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On second down, looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The seventh play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This place is alive, and they'd love to force this offense into another mistake. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
This time they'll go to the running game. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Auburn pulled out a thriller the last time these two met in the Iron Bowl.
And I was so impressed last year with just Auburn's physicality. They beat up Alabama. They did it in the trenches. They did it running the football. That was a statement win in the Iron Bowl last season.
A huge win that they can build on, because you know how Auburn's looked at in the state of Alabama. They're the little brother. They're not respected as much. Win 2 in a row, start to gain some of that respect back from these Elephant fans.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's got 59 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Trying to find his man on first down. And the timing just a hair off. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd down, going up top. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The give to the tailback. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. A little release to the back. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. It's complete. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Encroachment, defense. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. And he was hit just as he released it and it falls to the turf. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's going to pass. He's got him in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete and will change ends of the field now. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now A 3rd and 10 coming up. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes that Alabama offense. Oh, what a move. Jumped on top of the pile. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And it's no good. He missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Auburn lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to run for it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. A run to the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 1st down for this offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Buys a little extra time. Turns it on at midfield. nailed. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Finds his back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment, defense.
Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground. There's not much left. Slams ahead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Escapes the sack. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final from arguably the best rivalry in the sport, the game between Ohio State and Michigan. Ohio State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Buckeyes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's House. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, from Tuscaloosa to the Plains, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases enjoying a soda pop and a lot of trash talk in this battle between the Tide and War Eagles. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll give it to the back. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Roach. Afterburners coming. The 30. He's at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot, now dealing with a first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was weak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Tripped up for the tackle. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down.
Neutrals on the front side. Defense.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He wants to pass it on second down. Gets it out quickly. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got loose, it was all over. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll line up to go for 2. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Getting some heat. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Got the back over the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. Fights off a defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Still running at the 40. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Tigers are on the move.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. This time on target. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. At the 35, he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The quick out. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The give out of the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They get to the line quickly. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Powers through the defender. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Tigers in the hurry up. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Dances away. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
At the 40, there he goes. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. No huddle offense to the line. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, still looking. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And they can't make the connection. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Give to the running back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wants to go up top. Got a man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Third and long, and they can get the 1st down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7th.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught over the middle. It's Lindsey. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Feeling some heat. Complete to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Gets open down the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. They'll try the right side. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten halves to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The give to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The throw. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Flips it out to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down coming up. The give on the inside. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Now adjusting. Running with power. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. He leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Leaves it with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Illinois came away with a big-time victory today, and they'll be enjoying some bubbly and champagne after this one. Coaches want to win in all 3 phases of the game, and today, mission accomplished. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it first and goal. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.